Okay, game upgraded to new version. Well, I don't know what they added this time, but they better not have parked me back in Prague again. Signing in, please wait. Updating navigation data. I'm positive they hadn't added it that much. Watch as it takes 2 minutes just to load. Okay, while I'm waiting, I may as well go get myself another drink. Okay. Nice, Steam inventory items, yep, the best community ever stuff, yes. Well, it doesn't say that it's parked me back to my home garage. Alright, so we've got 3 deliveries to make. Can we find something that goes to a new place that isn't too far? Yes. Gijon or Leon, both good options. Or back into Portugal, no. Let's keep it short. It's over 200 kilometers, it's not too far. It's over 200, sorry. Didn't actually see how long I reckoned it would take me, but...
Get on with it.
Let's go pick it up first. That's right, this is a bit of a rabbit warren to get out.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Open the gate, please. Thank you. Out we go.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit. Exit now. At the roundabout, take the 1st exit.
3 hours 28.
Exit now. Get ready to turn right.
You know what I should have done? I should have just called for service, because it's right near where I want to go. Did not
Turn
realise.
right.
Oh, and there's the garage down there too, I should go in there first.
Exit now. Okay, never mind. Finding new route.
Down past the garage.
When possible, make a U-turn.
I'm just gonna discover that if I can. Ding.
Recomputing.
And into the garage.
Make a U-turn now. Rerouting.
And by the garage.
Time to get the job done. Okay, let's find a new route. Turn right.
Alright, let's go grab this trailer. Hey, Lizzie.
Get ready to turn
Welcome
right.
back. Truck stream at Barco indeed. Gonna try and
Turn
get
right,
3 deliveries done.
And then turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Gotta guess that's my trailer.
Let's go.
Let's go indeed. So it should take less than a quarter of an hour to finish this delivery. If I manage to get 2 more that are similar length, then we should hopefully be done within an hour.
Turn left.
We'll see how close to fruition that comes. 4 hours 41, 3 hours 20. Close enough.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit.
As long as I manage to
Keep
save
right.
a little bit of time from speeding
Exit
here
now.
and there, then we shouldn't be too far off when we get to the other end.
Keep left. Keep left.
And get up to speed and cruise control. Lavish foods. Complicated intersection. Lots of spaghetti. Thankfully we're just going straight through. Probably try and cut the corners here and there. Does all add up over time. Probably not to the extent of going on the wrong side so much, but gonna just hog the inside lines as much as we can.
Keep left.
pedestrian up here. Oops. Didn't go quite straight back. Nope, we're turning off up here.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I think part of the problem
Exit
is I had
right.
to add a dead zone onto my stick for steering, because I was starting to get a bit of drift. So now the problem is I've got to go a bit further before it actually starts doing anything, makes it a bit jerky. I do just need to get myself a new controller at some point, I think. This one has done me well, but it is rather old. Kinda hard to find a decent one now though. Because I'm less of a fan of the Xbox One design. I prefer the 360 ones. So I think I need to turn the music down a bit. Looks like it's a bit too loud. Should probably do that sooner rather than later. Turn that one down. And maybe turn this one up a bit. See how that goes. Hopefully it's just kind of tweaked it a little bit. Because I don't really want to be shouting over anything. Yes, driver, I know you're tired. Going through Narbia, I've noticed that they've added in a lot more smaller places that don't actually have that many depots. Be nice if they did that in some of the other older countries as well. Feels a lot of the time like driving through parts of Germany and Poland is just very empty in this. Rio Mero. Over the nice big bridge. It's not going to give me credit for actually exploring the city because I'm just driving past it, even though there's been others that I've just driven vaguely near and it's given me the credit for. Oh well. Another time. Viaducto do Canero. I know, I'm getting tired. We're also getting close. Another big viaduct. .24 and it's an hour 20 to go apparently. Well, shouldn't start actually fully blacking out until an hour after I'm meant to have rested, so we should be fine for delivering the trailer. Especially if we keep just cutting what corners we can. Tunnel finished just in time. Kind of feel like I should have been able to cross the river back there and get into town a bit more directly. Seem to be going the long way around.
Keep left.
I'll keep left-ish. Gold Railway Bridge. Big viaducts over the cities here. Okay, complicated intersection time looks like. Going off here. GPS didn't even tell me to keep right earlier.
Exit right.
Now it tells me. So it didn't think that was an exit, it seems.
Exit right. Turn right.
Squeak past there. Won't be able to get past on the inside of this guy though. Can't get past. Now though, got a bit of a clear patch looks like. Also no barrier on the side anymore. Can we cut this? Yes we can.
Taking the third exit. Finding new. Never mind. Rerouting. Recomputing. Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then turn left.
Looks like there's a hotel not far
Turn
away
left.
as well, so that's good. Because we're gonna need one. Unless we can find a delivery from this place.
Turn right.
In which case we'll just pick the trailer up and then go rest.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Finally, we are here.
Okay, one of the diagonal ones. I like their choice to not have walls though. Got the wrong way. That's more like it. And now straighten up a bit. Perfect. Switching current job offers. Too short. Where we've been. Too long. Okay. Let's just go to the rest stop first. Okay, that's an awkward place for something. Looks like it's probably just a truck dealer though, so we don't really care too much. Okay, we'll go rest up, and then we'll see what deliveries we have waiting for us in the morning.
Let's do this.
It's a
Get
weird
ready to turn
layout of roads and everything. It's a big kind of container park, I guess.
Turn left, and then turn right. Turn right. Here we are, safe and sound.
Is this the place? How are we supposed to get in there? Oh, there's a ramp down here. Missed it. Okay, up we go. And just park wherever we like, it seems. Sure, whatever. And rest. And turn around. And look at the jobs. External contracts. So 157, 173, 174. Headphones at 174. And then it's back to there. Ooh, 369, perfect. One that isn't heavy, even more perfect. Looks like a fun road too. Or 374, interesting, interesting. I'll do that one.
Drive safe.
Now I just got to figure out how to get there. Feels like a convoluted way of getting there versus just turning around and going back the way I came a bit, but oh. We'll uncover a few more of the roads.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left, and then turn left.
Bollocks.
Turn left.
I suppose there's a service place somewhere.
Go straight, and then turn
Question,
right.
actually. Oops, no. No service place that I can see. Unless there's a badge covered up by that. That's probably just a recruitment place in that case. We're going to be going there. There's not even any services. Oh, there is in Leon. But we won't be stopping there.
What are we waiting for?
Oh well, we're just going to have to put up with a bunch of engine failures
Turn right.
probably.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
You're gonna have to come back all this way as well, which is kind of annoying. Seems there's no easy way to get to the motorway otherwise.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Keep right. Turn right.
Bumper cars. That's a truck dealer, but they don't do servicing?
Okay, let's find a new route.
That's annoying.
Please make a U-turn when possible.
It's just a truck
Time to
dealer.
hit the road.
Normally it's like truck dealer, services,
Let's get
and
this job done.
rest stop. Not this one, it seems.
Turn right, and then turn right. Turn right. Go straight. Turn right, and then turn left. Turn left, and then turn right.
Squiggly ass roads. Yeah.
Get ready to turn right.
Seems a long way to come all the way down here.
Turn right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Yeah, now we gotta find
It's
the
all
trailer.
over now.
Down here. Ah, are you my trailer? I think you are. which case we want to go down this way.
Ready to roll.
And back all that way again.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
See how much faster we can go than we're supposed to through this section.
Get ready to turn right.
Right, then left, then
Turn
left
right,
again.
and then turn left. Turn left. Go straight. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. Turn left. At the
And
roundabout,
cut the corner
take the
again.
third exit. Finding new. Never mind. Recomputing. Okay. Let's find a new route.
And now the malfunctions begin. Unfortunately, nothing we could do about that.
Keep right.
Okay, on the open road, switching to scenic view. And down to our right we can see where we just were. And complicated intersection coming up again. Hey Sock. Welcome, welcome. Finest Witcher trucker. Dropping the load. Glad you were able to make a stream. Though I hope you're not up too late. It has been a while. I'm doing alright. I mean, it's been a while since I've been streaming regularly as well. Trying to get back into it a bit. Always up late, can't be helped. Yeah, I get the feeling. But I've streamed 3 times today, amazingly. So, not likely to make a habit of quite that much, but hoping to do so a bit more on the regular. Got a lot of little games that I'd like to play just on stream rather than just by myself. Fair few chill games that I want to kind of play, have the ability to have some chat interaction. Going through some stuff, yeah. I mean, it's mostly just the moving stuff, but it's just everything else around that as well, so Work, life, you know, the usual. Just kind of general feeling of meh. Kind of stuck in a bit limbo on the house thing, waiting to be able to move, so puts a bit of a damper on things. But on the flip side, we're lucky to be in a situation where we have that to worry about, so, you know. Ooh, new viewpoint. I'm guessing it's only on the other side of the road though. Yeah, that's a shame. And I don't think I can just turn around to go to it very easily. Oh, we're gonna have to come back this way sometime. The coloration is nice. You mean the truck or the trailer? The trailer's nice too. Yoink. The truck is my own kind of paint job on it. But as trailers go, it's a pretty one. Just had a red one earlier, this one's got a bit more gradient to it. But the truck cab I always make garish and fabulous. Which lane is it that I want? These ones. Okay. Cool. You like big darks? Oh my. Smaller bits are hard to see in 160p. Fair. Yes, instead of the big dark blur, you get the big bright blur. Yeah, the cabs are nothing new. I should mix it up a bit more often every now and then. Got all of the paint jobs unlocked, like so many things from either DLCs or event rewards, or
Keep
just
left.
unlocked naturally as part of your progression, and I only tend to stick to a couple of them. I just don't really go into the customization very often. Maybe that should be a thing that I do, is just like every single time I go in for servicing, I repaint my truck entirely. Be like GTA when you go into the old Grand Theft Autos, you'd go into the car paint shop to get away from the cops, you just get a respray and it would drop your wanted star level absurdly. Can't go wrong with pinks and flames, you are correct, yeah. I mean, even if the design changed the colours, I would stick with my presets. Gotta have my bright pinks and deep purples. Peppered with lime and orange. Ever since I played games where you could change colours of vehicles and stuff, I've always gone for the same sort of templates. Right back in Need for Speed 3 you could do that, and like pick from the full colour wheel instead of just, you know, 8 presets or whatever.
Keep right.
Was there a random option?
Right.
Sadly not. Yeah, I do definitely enjoy that. In some games, like in World of Warcraft, I've just got so many mounts that I can use to fly around. So I have a ton of them set as favorites, and then they have an option where you can click and it'll be random favorite, and I use that extensively because otherwise you've got so many you just don't see them. But unfortunately, so far as I'm aware in this, you have to like set up exactly how you want them each time you want to repaint. You can't have it like random per job or something. Not when you're using your own truck. If you're just taking the trailers and using the provided trucks, then like when you're first starting out before you own your own, then each one is random. but they're boring random, not exciting random. Need for Speed 3'd. See, they missed a trick there. They should have called it Need for 3'd. But it was kind of before all of that stuff. Like, this is back in late 90s, I think. If the rental trucks are excitedly painted, yeah. But then, you know, it's the incentive to get your own, right? Like, they're never the best engine and stuff. Like, they're adequate. If you've got a heavy job, they'll give you a better geared truck, but it'll never be the absolute best combination. If you want those, it's something to aspire to. I can respect that. It is nice to feel some form of progression, that you get rewarded, so I get that. Yeah, there's a few of those just little kind of quality of life replayability options that would help with this. But they're all just like nice to haves. There's very little that I find real fault with this game, obviously, given the amount that I play it. Playing a game now where the whole thing is you're working for a corporation, you have to rent everything, but can eventually buy shit. Yeah, that's always fun. What game's that? I do like those sorts of games. It's always rewarding when you see, like, yeah, the outgoings drop because you're able to finally buy something instead of having to rent it all the time. That said, it is true in the real world sometimes in offices and stuff that it's a very legit thing to only rent things because you never actually make the full worth out of buying it yourself. When you consider depreciation and upkeep and like expected lifespan of things. But generally those don't get worked into simulation games much. Oh, Hard Space Shipbreaker, yeah. I have that on my wish list, actually. Yeah. I've had it recommended to me by a bunch of people at work as well. I've been holding off because, as you say, it's early access, and I've just got so many other games I need to play. So I'll hold off, and I'll sink my teeth into it further down the line. The graphic style reminded me a lot of Deep Rock Galactic, which is kind of cool. And yeah, I like the gameplay loop where you do start off with very little and have to work your way up and kind of become a bit more of a self-made success.
Keep right.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I flip-flop a lot with games, it must be said. There's so many that are, I've got others that are early access and I play regardless. Even though I've got so many I need to play, I'll always still be picking up new ones. I bought another one this morning just because I felt like playing something really chill. So I was streaming that this afternoon. It's a little tile placement game, almost like a puzzle game. I don't know if you've ever seen the game Islanders. It's like a cross between that and the board game Carcassonne. It's quite a charming little game.
Take the second exit.
And I mean, it wasn't even on special. I just bought it because it looked cool. It showed up on my page and I thought that looks really cute and exactly what I feel like right now. Don't know either of those things. Okay. I've played Islanders before. I can't remember if I put it on my YouTube or not. But there's quite a few videos of more prominent people. I think Jacksepticeye played it at one point. It's a really cute game as well. Really chill. Basically you have a small island and you place down certain types of buildings and you score more points based on their proximity to certain things and each other. And then Carcassonne, the board game, is a tile placement game where you just take turns in placing a tile, constructing a kind of medieval landscape of cities,
left.
roads, and farms, and you score points based on completing those features. It's a really good game, and it's a really simple one for people to get into. It's one of the great classic gateway board games. I think you can get a version of that on Steam too, to be honest.
Get ready to turn left.
Islanders is one of the ones that I played a while, and then I was meant to turn
Rerouting.
left there. Let's go back till someone comes up behind me, which they just did.
Recomputing.
But can still get down there. Yeah, so like I was playing Islanders for quite a bit, but then I think I got to the point that I think I
Let's
got
find a
all
new
the
route.
achievements for the game, and at that point it's like, well,
Get
I
ready to
guess I'll
turn
move on to
left.
something else. Game rings a bell, but the name
Turn
doesn't.
left.
It's not exactly a distinct name, so... If I remember later, I'll have a look and, well, for one, I'll see whether I do have any videos of it, and if so, I'll link them in Discord. See, I thought that manhole cover up there was going to be where I stop, but it's actually here. Okay, all the way around. Oop. Let's go forwards again. Come on. Around all of the tiles. Whee. And back it up. Thunk. Bought almost everything currently available on your wish list, and it feels amazing. Brilliant. I have quite a lot of them. I think I've got like 16 things on my wish list, but I think 4 of those are things that haven't been released yet, so I don't feel quite so bad about those. Others I'm just waiting for big specials for, pretty much. 168, I need at least 200s. And I need it to be a place that I haven't been before. Looks like we might just have to go to Lisbon. Which is fine. Like, Lisbon I'm fairly sure... Oh, but it's a heavy one? I guess that's fine. Well, I'm not going faster than 90 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine. Pays well. Lisbon's one where I'm fairly sure I discovered it, but I haven't actually visited it. Yeah, there's one way to find out, I guess.
Here we go.
Can't remember if there was a place to service my truck.
Turn right.
If not, that might be a priority next city I pass that does have services, which looks to be the one just down the road. Recently started identifying as Lisbon. Yep. I keep struggling to not make jokes around that. Just reminds me of the old Billy Connolly sketch. I don't know if you know the name Billy Connolly. He's a Scottish comedian. Quite old now, but he's starred in a few films as well, but made his mark in stand-up initially. Great conversational style. Started off being musical comedy, and then was just kind of conversational comedy. But yeah, it did a bit where it's like, I've been reading recently about lesbians and what they like to do to each other, and I think I might be one. Great laugh. I really enjoyed, he did several series where he did just tours around the various places, like he was doing a tour around Australia, for example, and he did another one around UK and Ireland. I think he might have done one in America, can't remember. But he recorded, rather than being like on a tour bus and it being just a tour vlog or something, he had like a big purple Harley Davidson trike that he was driving around, and he'd stop off at places and catch up with locals and go to some kind of artsy places along the way, anything that caught his eye basically, and kind of just give his impressions of places as he went to them. That was good fun. Those were good series. I've got a few of the DVD sets of those. That's how old I am. I would hope they're somewhere digital by now. Don't know whether or not that'd be a Netflix thing or whatever. Ooh, another viewpoint. Cool, we can actually stop at this one.
Get ready to turn right.
And take a look around. Los Tres Cuñados. Just reminds me of the joke about the magician who said uno, dos, and then he disappeared without a trace. I just got to look at that one. View that point, indeed. Cantera Iberica. And it still bothers me that the press escape to skip the cutscene remains on the screen, but the bit that tells you where you are disappears. And I really wish there was some way to give them more and more feedback. Missed your preposterous jokes, so have I. They don't make them nearly often enough. Rosie disagrees. Well, too bad. And meanwhile, someone in the other room refuses to sleep. Yay!
Turn right.
Tonight's gonna be fun. On the one hand, I was thinking, do I stream tonight? Because I don't know if I'll be able to finish the 3 jobs that I need to before it gets too late. But then on the other hand, it's probably not going to matter because we're going to be kept awake by someone making lots of noise anyway. Now, how do I pick up this trailer? They don't have a forum of some kind? They do. They don't seem to pay much attention to it. But I should go on there and see if anyone's raised it and just give it a bit of a boost if anyone has. And if they haven't, raise it myself. It's just one of those tiny things that should be so easy to fix, but it just seems so simple. Yeah, I mean, the people monitoring forums and stuff are never the developers anyway, so it depends entirely on whether you get the right person looking at an issue, whether they decide to raise it with the dev team in the first place, because it's the sort of thing that, speaking for myself, if I was developing that sort of thing and I had a ticket raised that was for something like that, I'd probably just want to fix it and it would just be done. Like, it wouldn't be a big deal. But it's also the sort of thing that's so superficial that it wouldn't necessarily get to me in the first place. Yeah, staying super in touch with the player base, yeah, exactly. Smaller dev teams can do it more easily when they're more directly in touch with the players. But when it's a larger company, I mean, it's not a huge company, but they've got multiple teams. It's probably several hundred people. So, yeah, different departments and all that. And also, like, their priorities is focusing on the new stuff instead, like just doing all of their new work. But I feel that, you know, the viewpoints is probably the work that just one or two people probably have done, and then they're rolling them out across other areas, like a couple of the states, because they first did them in Idaho, and they've been steadily rolling them out in other states as well now. And I feel that it's probably just the work of a few people doing that, so it just needs to get to the right people. I mean, when I first encountered it, like when the Idaho one was first released, which had the first viewpoints, I actually tweeted them. Like, I don't use Twitter for much, but it's like, this seems like the sort of thing that you do, and, you know, maybe they'll pay attention?
Exit now.
They didn't. I think 2 people liked it. But I think the only thing I use Twitter for otherwise is generally retweeting things for competitions. It's the sort of thing that, like, as a online person, like trying to dabble in content creation, it's the sort of thing you feel you should use more, but at the same time I just really can't be bothered. Like, I don't see much value in Twitter generally. But a lot of people do as well as the other thing, so maybe sort of thing just need to maybe throw some screenshots up there every now and then. I don't know. So you're understanding Twitter is a nightmare? Yeah, it definitely can be. Like, if people only used it for what it was good for, then it would probably be fine, because all it's good for is giving small snippets of information and linking to things that have other bigger bits of information, but instead it gets used as like a social forum, and that's not what it's good for. You don't have enough information there for that. I know they've upped the limit to, I think it's 280 now instead of 140, but it's still not enough to say something cogent. Not on anything important anyway. You get people using it as their primary platform for communicating important things. But it is really good for just like sharing screenshots, comics, webcomic artists and stuff, and updates, announcements. It's basically like a pager. Which was the original intention of it. The idea is that it's very short, to the point things, but I think it was just because people were on a big hate Facebook train, so tried to kind of carry across everything they do on there onto Twitter instead, so yeah, you do get a lot of good memes from Twitter. The novelty accounts and stuff are the funnest things. Squeak. Like, it's at its best when it's not being taken too seriously, in my opinion. Or is that just like announcements and short bursts? It's the idea that as a streamer, be a case of should probably like tweet out when going live and stuff like that. But I don't know. It kind of then means that you're kind of pigeonholing your account a bit too much, and it's like I prefer to use social things for more than just my gaming stuff. Oh, I can create a separate account, I guess. Yeah, come make your joke and fuck off. Yeah. Get ye gone.
Keep right.
Oh, there's a service station up here. I might see if I can pop in and grab that. And there's a garage too, so I could buy that too. Feel like the extra is just that, you stream, you've done your job more, doesn't even have to be required. Yes and no. Like, marketing is important. Like, if anyone's being a full-time streamer, then engaging in that sort of thing is definitely a lot more important. You need to have that outreach. But yeah, for a dilettante, just kind of casual messing about streamer, then no, it's not very important at all. It's the sort of thing that if you want to start growing a viewer base and taking it seriously and getting dozens or more people, dozens, hundreds, etc. coming along, then you definitely have to be more visible. But that's never going to happen with a full-time job and family, so... the obligation to be everywhere possible is excessive, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it can get a lot. Like, there are definitely times when big internet personalities have just burnt themselves out because of that. Because they just feel they have to be there all the time and always available and always responding to things because it's so important for their brand and all of that. And I mean, it's true to an extent, but at the same time, you are only human. And you cannot do what you do if you are burning yourself out, especially when what you're trying to do is something creative, because you need to have the energy to do that.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Especially if you're trying to do inventive things, not just simple gameplay stuff, but trying to do things a bit more involved than that. Let's not take the roundabout too fast. You're being entertaining is hard to do when you spend every other second still entertaining, exactly.
At the roundabout, take the third exit. Rerouting.
I mean, I would not have the first idea of where to start to be entertaining, so... we're scraping the trailer. How are you supposed to go around a roundabout like this with a trailer this long when you've got street lights on the other side?
Let's find a new route.
You're doing it.
Ready to turn
kind of.
Rerouting.
So I'm going to drop the trailer because maneuvering that is going to be an absolute nightmare.
Pedal to the metal, man. You've got the contract. Now go.
Repair. And you know what? While we're here, we're going to go into the truck configurator and we're going to look at the paint jobs. Because we can. So we've got some really basic ones. Australian flag decal. No New Zealand flag, sadly. Yeah, that was part of the bushfire fundraising bundle that they did. Heavy duty surge, pink strokes, but you can't, I don't think, change the colours, or can you? No, I don't think the colours really change. Oh, they do. Okay, there we go. Ah, that was the base. Yeah, there we go. Then we can do like that. Oh yeah. But you can't change the actual pink ribbon itself, which is understandable. I can't change that one. Spurs of Fire, I used this one for a while. Track to Success. Under Wraps, that's one of the Christmas ones. You can kind of make out the holographic wrapping paper. That one I barely even need to change the color scheme on because it's so close to what I normally do anyway. I think I just did that and made it lime green undertones. That kind of paint, the dual toned type deal. Pearlescent, I think is the technical term. Either pearlescent or opalescent, I think. Because it's kind of like the mother of pearl sort of nacre effect. Aqua Serenity, I quite like. It's a bit too subtle though. That one's just lines. Digitized Reality, I think I used this one for a while. It's kind of a matrixy sort of thing. It's quite funky. And the one that's more like microchips as well. That's good fun. Some of these, even just the default colors, are really good too. Knowing Aqua, he has no serenity. Maybe. Sagebrush, that just looks like someone has done something on it. Though it does, again, have the ability to change the colors at least, so we can do a dark base, and then have that one be a bit brighter. There we go. But then we just end up at looking very similar to any other, just with the same sort of colors applied. It doesn't have much highlighting to it. It's meant to have a bit of texture, but it's very indistinct. Scales of Might. So you can be a mermaid. Smoke Source, I used this one for a while, I think. It's hard to make out the pattern though. Crystal Chill. Netflix and Crystal Chill. That's another one where you just really need to change the color of those and it makes a big difference. Spot the Holly. Nope, not going to spot it that way. That's a bit more like it. Bubbles, Grand Tour, so it's just double stripe, very simple. Best community ever, that's one that they just did as part of a community event. Because they could. If you did a external contract delivery of more than 500 kilometers, you got it for free. Winter Blast, it's even remembered my presets. Aboriginal art, you can't change the colours, but you don't have to because it looks really cool. There's a platypus and a kangaroo and a turtle and a gecko. Some boomerangs, spiders, snakes. Really nice. The Aboriginal people in Australia, the art style is all this kind of dot work. It's really cool. Australian flag, again part of that same DLC. Vive la France. Dancing in Paris. Very nice. A lucky panda. The Chinese DLC, which I think was free over Chinese New Year's at one point. You like that one? Which one? There's the Crimson Dragon too. I didn't see when it was you said that, so... Got lots of all the different like years of thing. The Aboriginal art one? Yeah, it's cool. We'll go with that for the time being.
Let's go.
Let's pick up our trailer again.
Finding new route.
You can own your own trailers and paint those as well.
We're here.
But
Right
most of the
time.
cargo I end up taking is things like this on flatbeds and stuff,
Get on
so it
with it.
really wouldn't matter. Yeah, they've got a lot of really cool
Turn
options.
left.
I mean, it's so easy to make new paint packs and stuff, so it's good that they've got a good variety.
Turn right.
Let's work our way around to the garage.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Take it wide.
Get ready to turn right.
And now I have to worry about traffic again. And
recomputing.
hopefully be able to come in here and buy this. Yes. Bum, 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 bum. And hopefully be able to get out again.
Turn right.
Okay. 4 hours 5 minutes, 2 hours 51.
Rerouting.
Close one. We should still be able to do it though.
Turn right.
It's like a difference of 15
Finding new route.
minutes in terms of when we should be getting there and when we need to rest.
Turn right. At the roundabout.
Navigate this roundabout again and hopefully not break anything while we do it.
Exit now.
And back to the main road.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Spent a bit more time there than we intended, but not having to worry about the random engine malfunctions all the time is kind of good.
At the roundabout.
I was really hoping that guy was going to go round the roundabout further, because then I probably could have just cut the corner. And back to the motorway. And set the cruise control again. So we can give our fingers a break. And do this. And there's our new paint job. Over the river. And toll booth coming up. Let's get back inside. Oh, we're back in Portugal. We can just drive straight through. Yes. In Spain, you have to slow down and go like 40 through specific ones, but in Portugal, you can just go straight through at full speed. It's delightful. Yeah, gorgeous truck. Sure does drive like a crazy person. Indeed. Lurching all over the road. You know, who'd have thought it's difficult to drive when you can't see where you're going? Who'd have thunk it? But I still do maintain that the best view in a vehicle is from about 20 meters behind it in the air. If you could just have a drone just following you, that would be really good road trip videos. You know, some people do dash cam footage. Yeah, that's interesting, but it's not as cool. I need to remember to like clip a little bit of a stream one time, or like just get the timestamp of a video. It shows there's this pink sort of effect up on the side of the road in front of the truck that comes up sporadically. It's something to do with the lighting, I think. Guy did that with himself, like he lost a bet to live to die in third person. I think I remember seeing about that, yeah. He like taped a camera sort of up behind himself, like on a pole or something. It's an interesting idea. I really don't think I'd want to see myself doing things. I'd probably just start second guessing the way I do everything. It's bad enough watching footage back of me playing games.
Keep right.
Going around the right way. Oh, this is the intersection where I crashed that one time. One of my previous episodes, I was trying to go up that bit there and flipped the truck, and then had to teleport into Porto itself. Which is kind of fine, because otherwise I probably wasn't going to go there. Why do I move my hands like that? Why didn't anyone tell me I walk so strange? Oh, I know I walk strange. That's a known fact. I have a very long gait.
Keep left.
Online I just have an elongate. Accidents I've seen have generally pretty amazing. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like, a lot of the time in this game things are pretty stable, but then as soon as things go a little bit out of control, they escalate quickly. It's because I was driving in third person like this and trying to take the corner.
Keep left.
And just didn't judge it correctly. So I ended up, you know, from this perspective it's really hard to tell how fast you need to be turning a lot of the time. And if you underdo it, then the amount that you have to turn to correct it tends to be so much that it just flips. Like you'll run into the barrier and just
Keep
flip
right.
over and just end up on your
right.
side. I mean, most of the time when I do the really
Exit
spectacular ones, it's when I'm not doing external contracts, so I'm not limited to 90, so then I'm going even faster. That's when you get the really cool ones. Such a good joke, doesn't mean anything, but it's so good. Does anything mean anything, really? If it's something is funny, then it means it's good. Me profound. But I still haven't profound what I'm looking for. Start of toll road.
Keep left.
Smart. Just do like a sea moth with a pair of glasses. I keep forgetting to do anything more on like making another couple of emotes or something and cycle out the shitty screenshot grabs that I've currently got. So I really should do some truck related ones. Oop, no, let's not turn that way, let's turn the correct way. There we go. Yep. Helps if my brain realizes that I'm not going forwards or backwards or whatever. Honk. Like this? Yes, like that. There we go. Exactly like that.
Never mind.
Just going to cut
I'll
through
find a
here
new
because it's
route.
technically less distance. So 1 hour 51 and we've got 52 minutes. And we have like an hour after we hit 0 before we start to black out. So that's the thing to avoid. So if we do a few little maneuvers like that where we just cut the corner every now and then we should be good. And then traffic gets in my way and I can't. Boo, yes. Blacking out equals bad. Taking notes. Yep. Specifically, blacking out while in charge of a very heavy truck with a 39-ton bulldozer on the back of it. Generally ill-advised. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend not blacking out while in charge of heavy vehicles. That extra 1 out of 10? Crazy guy. Great at parties. He's also not a medical doctor. Probably a doctor of engineering with that attitude. See, the sign said Lisboa and Guardia, and my mind immediately leapt to Wingardium Leviosa. Now, if we could fly this thing, we'd be able to shave a lot of time off the journey. Yeah, we're just gonna crash into the cop because he pulled up inside me. There we go. You are getting tired. Indeed I am. Oh, and the game. That too. Here's his PhD in fucking shit. Oh, you know it. Putting the PH in foolhardy. And putting the D in, well, anything he can. Right into the Whomping Willow, yeah, pretty much. Got you to foolhardy is so upsetting. Yeah. It's gotta be something out of a rap song. Ah, pity the fool. I mean, they were spelling fat with a PH for so long. I'm not sure if that was intentionally with, you know, fat, lots of PH because it's really basic, or if I was thinking way too much into it. I think I was probably overthinking things. But it was a good justification. Probably thinking too much, yeah. Who, me? Never. Fat means cool, not basic. Yeah, that depends on what's being called that. It's a matter of perspective, I think. One person's cool is another person's basic. What you need to do is then combine that with the newer syntax and have it being thick. PHICC.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Peppermint lattes are cool as hell. Peppermint.
Exit right. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Come on, dude. Move. Get it? Because it's milk. Move.
Keep right.
So hilarious.
Exit now.
We're getting close, boys.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Lads and people.
Exit now.
That truck had goat milk. It had a picture of a cow on the back. Never heard a goat moo? They do great
Get ready
impressions.
to turn right.
They especially do a great impression of a hoof if you get too close.
Turn right, and then turn left. Turn left. Here we are. Kind of on time.
Didn't notice we're trying to make a dumb joke? That's fair. Clearly your imagination was unfettered. Get it? Because it's cheese made from goats. Well, not made from goats. Made from goat's milk. Don't think you'd want cheese made from actual goats. That would be odd. I'm getting stuck in my own trailer. That is how you know that you're thick, is when you're getting stuck on your own trailer. So dummy thick. Now, I have to squeeze this trailer in a very small space. Because there's some concrete bits there that I just remembered about. I really don't think they consider the type of trailer you have sometimes in where they get you to park it. Here we're just completely bungering up the entire front of our truck on that. Great. Because basically we just have to take it straight back from here. I can already feel it getting caught on something. Turn it back. So I just need to straighten up, and then there's those crates there as well. Who designed this place? There we go. Actually didn't get it for a sec. That's probably for the best, to be honest. That probably says more gratifying things about yourself and less flattering things about me. Done. Party time, excellent. And 20 out of 20. Oh yeah, we done. Now if we go to Chrome, go into World of Trucks, and complete. Can I claim prizes yet, or do I have to wait for that? I think I have to wait. The rewards, I think, are not given until after the event. Once completed, claim your reward. So maybe? It might take a while to come through though. I know sometimes it's happened immediately, but that's fine. The important thing is that we've done, because we only had a few days left. Too thick to be flattered. Funny.